Yeah, this game's gonna definitely feel slow after the other two. But man, this game though, Street Fighter Alpha, the first one, had the biggest impact on me in the sense that like it blew me away when I first saw it. I was just like, whoa. Like this game was so crazy at the time. Like the graphical jump from Super Street Fighter 2 to this was just, it was wild. It was wild. It just looked so cool. And then, you know, obviously they changed the art style too, like dramatically. And yeah, this game blew my mind when I first saw it. Whoa, it feels slow. It's so weird. I've never done it this way. Usually when I play like all three of them, I go the other route and I do 1, 2, and then 3. I've never done 3 and then gone back to the first one. Oh man. It feels like I'm underwater. That's crazy. He seems really fast though. At least his animation is. That kick. Yeah, this is way slower. But you know, I've said it before, I do really appreciate the sort of simplicity of this game. I think is pretty genius. Definitely don't play it after playing 3 and 2 though. It feels pretty slow, but just, you know, I like the smaller cast of characters and it just, there's no fat to it. It's a really lean game. I always recommend people kind of give it another shot because I know like most people just play 3, maybe a little bit of 2, but this one hardly ever gets played. But yeah, it's a great game. I'm already getting back into it. It kind of like I think like for me, there's something about this one and Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition. Like I think if I had Desert Island, I could only have 2 Street Fighter games. It might actually be Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition and then just vanilla Street Fighter Alpha. They kind of remind me of each other in a way. Like the speed is about the same. Like, because I never liked Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I thought it was too fucking fast. Like the whole hyper fighting bullshit. I'm like, I don't want to hyper fight. I just want to fight. Like, it's too fast. It's too fast and too crazy. I like the more like deliberate speed. That's why I like Samurai Showdown a lot too. I still got to stream Samurai Showdown. I haven't done any of those games, but those games are slower paced. But I like the more like deliberate kind of. This particularly with Samurai Showdown, where it's like, you know, you can win in like 3 or 4 hits if you do it right. You know what I mean? Like because there's those like strong attacks that are like they're very slow, but they're super powerful. Yeah, that game's great. I love those games. I think I like the first 4 the most. Oh no! Fucking Tiger, fuck you, bitch. Got him. Sagat always looked really cool in these games. It's like crazy because he's so fucking buff and like intimidating and scary looking. But these games are supposed to be like, you know, earlier, so it's like somehow like by Street Fighter he just like lost a bunch of weight because he looked downright like skinny in the old Street Fighter games compared to Alpha. Oh no! Got him. Shit, I'm gonna lose. Come on. No! I thought I'd maybe be able to get one no loss game in, but I guess not. Oh shit. Oh, just went the wrong way. Fuck me. Damn. Get my ass handed to me. Alright, got him there. Alright, hell yeah. We'll see how fast I beat this because it's 10:30 my time, so we have another hour because I started late tonight. So maybe I'll be able to go back and try 3 again and see if I can actually beat M. Bison. I would have probably tried harder if I remembered that, like, I wasn't going to get another chance. Oh, get wrecked! I like how I talked about Kiss for like 15 minutes and then like fucking Scotty was just like, fuck this, and left. He's like, oh no. He's like, Daniel's talking about the disco band. And then he just fucking dipped. Perfect. What up? You're better than you look. Try harder. It's like schizophrenic Ken. There's Scotty, LOL. I thought I scared you off with all my Kiss talk. Oh, which by the way, dude, since you are still here and you haven't been scared off by the Kiss talk, I'm gonna send you the black metal thing. If I don't get to it tonight, I might be too tired after this. I might just go like straight to bed, to be honest. But if I don't pass out right away after this, I'll send you the black metal thing. But if I don't send it to you tonight, I'll send it to you tomorrow. So I'll probably just send you like a Dropbox link, and then you can download it. Well, you can listen to it in Dropbox, but I recommend just downloading it. It's better because then you can use your own player or whatever. But yeah, I'm curious. Like, well, I'm curious what you're gonna think first of all. But then I would appreciate your opinion on what you think I should do for a single, because I still have no fucking clue what I'm gonna do for a single. I have no fucking idea. I listened to it again last night and I'm just like, I don't know. I have no fucking idea what to fucking put out as a single. It's too weird. It's the fucking weirdest thing I've ever done. Like, the problem that I'm having is that, like, it totally works as a record. It works amazingly, actually. If you listen to it from the first track to the last track, it works great. But like, I mean, it's not, you know, it's not a singles thing, you know what I mean? This is not a record that's like meant for, you know, the radio or like singles or anything. So I'm just like, I don't fucking know. I mean, if I really wanted to, if I didn't market it as like a black metal thing, if I just left out black metal, then I could pick singles, because there's a couple songs that are a little more like 80s goth shoegaze kind of vibe that like would totally work. But the problem is that, like, overall it's more of a black metal record than anything. So it's like, I can't do that, because then, you know, people are gonna be like, well, why is this more like metal than it? I don't know. I guess the problem, here's maybe what the problem is. Well, you could argue it's a problem or not, but it's not enough of one of those ingredients to necessarily be just that. It's not enough black metal to just be black metal. It's not enough 80s goth to just be 80s goth. It's not enough shoegaze just to be shoegaze. It's all of those things, like, in equal parts. Like, I've created something that I don't think it's been done before. I really don't think what I've done has been done before. I think it's completely new. So it's like, I don't know how to market it. I don't know how to sell it to people, because it's like, it's so fucking crazy. Get fucking wrecked, guy. What the fuck? Oh no. soon as I shot up in the air there, I knew it was over. Scotty said, I'm playing some Clock Tower and trying to remember where everything is for all the endings. Oh, shit. Roy said 100 hours for Scotty. 100 plus hours. Or Scotty said, hell yeah, dude. Roy said, that guy... Oh, that guy dude is quick. Yeah, he's super fast, man. I know the game like felt slow until we got here, and then like yeah, he feels definitely speedier. He also has like the wall jump and shit too, like how Chun-Li has that. Roy said innovator. Yeah, the problem with innovation though is that like, you know, if people aren't ready for it, you know, and then it's like it's kind of like, oh well. It's hard to like be like, because for me, you know, I guess like my problem is like if I don't do things like this, like I get bored, and it's like I don't want to just do the same shit all the time. So like, you know, that's why I have a side project, is to try different things and stuff. But it's hard because it's like, you know, as a creative person, as a musician or whatever, I just like I have to like do these things, or like I get super bored, so I have to try like weird things and experiment. But it's like it's that tough thing of like you have that instinct, but then at the same time like the audience isn't always going to take the ride with you, because it's like sometimes it's just too weird for people, and it's like, you know, they just want the regular shit. So I don't know, it'll be interesting. At least I'm not being that guy that's like, I'm not doing it with my regular band, because then, you know, it would really piss people off. Because there was a minute there where I was like, I thought about just releasing it as an I Am the Icarus record. Because I mean, essentially, if you break it down, it's like I Am the Icarus really is just like a solo thing. It's just me. So I was like, I can do whatever the fuck I want. But then I was like, no, I mean, everybody sees I Am the Icarus as like the grunge band. You know what I mean? I'm pigeonholed myself into that. So it's like, it has to be alternative grunge, like whatever, which is fine, because it's like, I love that shit. But so at least I'm doing Doomed Operator, and it's like a different thing. So I'm not like throwing my fans for a loop. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I like it. I think it's super cool. I definitely do a lot of weird shit. It makes me feel weird, like sonically. Like I did some like weird stuff that like hopefully will make people feel uncomfortable. Like I wanted a lot of it to like make people feel uncomfortable and like disoriented, and like, so there's some weird shit. Ah. But yeah, I got to get all that stuff wrapped up, like as far as you know, I got to get with BMI and get it all legit with the publishing and all that stuff, and get it uploaded and pick a release date and all that. But once I'm done with all that, then it's like finally I can get back to the book, because I've had to kind of put the book on the back burner for a minute. So once I'm done with that, I'll get back to the book and get that LJN book done, which should go pretty quick now, because it's actually going to end up being a little bit of a shorter book than I had anticipated at first. Once I realized that there's really only about 10 actual LJN games, and that all the other games were just Acclaim games. So so the book's going to be a lot shorter than I had anticipated. It's still going to be, you know, just as long, if not a little bit longer, than the Wizards and Warriors book, but it's not going to be the monster that I thought it was. So I'll be able to get that wrapped up this year. So that's what I'm going to do next, and then so I'll take a little break from music to get that done, and then it's on to the I Am the Icarus record, the next one. And then I promised my kid that I brought it up to my wife, and I actually want to do it too. It's not just like something like just for my kid, but like I have to do it now because I told my kid, and she's all excited about it. Um, but I'm gonna do a Kiss cover record. But I haven't decided if I'm gonna actually put it out under I Am the Icarus or if I'm gonna. I thought about starting just like a separate band that's just like a Kiss cover band, and just putting it out under that just for fun. Which it won't be like that out of my wheelhouse actually, because I was actually my very very first band that I was ever in was a Kiss cover band when I was like 14 or something like that. I think I was like 14. It was a Kiss cover band, and like that's all we played was Kiss covers. So, you know, it won't be that out of my wheelhouse. But I actually think that if I did a Kiss cover record, I could probably do it in a really interesting and fun way. Because it would basically, just imagine Nirvana or like the Smashing Pumpkins doing like a Kiss cover record. That's essentially what it would sound like. So I actually think it'll be really cool. It'll be a more like alternative rock take on Kiss songs. So, but that probably won't be for like, I'll either do that like next year or the year after or something. It's not going to be like super soon. I got to get the next Icarus record done first. Back in America, Ken finds his challenger at a karate tournament. I thought I thought they were calling her a challenger. So basically, I can beat all 3 of these games in about an hour and a half. That's not too bad. I'm debating on whether or not to do Alpha 3 or just play a different game. We got about 45 minutes left. I'll let the credits roll and then we'll see. I've started letting the credits roll on all these because I like to make my little playthrough clips. Because I think sometimes people don't find these videos, the live ones, or if they do, they just see the title, you know, and I usually just put the title for one game, but it's like I play many games. Like tonight it's just Street Fighter Alpha 3, but I'm actually doing like all 3 of them. So I think I found that actually when I clip them and I do like playthrough videos, like, you know, here's Street Fighter Alpha playthrough, you know, whatever, I find that people actually watch those more than the live streams. So yeah, so I try and let the credits roll on everything, but that's cool. Like however people want to find it, you know. All right. Okay. So that's Street Fighter Alpha.